the stupidity of it, you know. So, but I've been highly frustrated for the whole winter.
Well, I mean, to be
Just
honest, winter
frustrated.
kind of does that to me in general.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, you guys get to read in the private room my nightmares, you know. If you're dreaming about a morphed version of your ex-wife and every chick you banged, and then at the end of the dream you come out losing, you're fucked up. I'm so messed up mentally.
Yeah, it's back to the coulda, woulda, shouldas, right?
Holy shit, Taco, what? I love you, man. What did you Taco, hop on and read that for me. God damn it, brother. Just to elaborate, Taco, you've gotten a
You're
bit.
right. I didn't want to interrupt you guys. Hey, you were in the middle of a trade and stuff.
Nah, I was in the middle of bitching. You're always welcome, brother. All you brothers are welcome. And anybody who can't join in, it's because I don't have control of the room, so I can't say you can talk. Taco, what the hell did you just type? I'll let you talk. I shut my mouth.
Yeah. So I set a picture of all of trading accounts, different colors, and then the blown up ones, I blacked them out. That's on Tradecraft. So basically, because Harvey was saying earlier that like I would be averaging maybe 1.5 eval a day, but that's not how I went into it. So I spent a long time trying to figure out how I want to game the prop firms. I've been wanting to game them for a long time, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to, get some Apex accounts and then some other firm and then trade them against each other, which isn't illegal because they're not the real market. Or if I wanted to use them to hedge my own personal account, which also isn't illegal. But basically, after doing the math on all that stuff, and seeing how it would work out, the thing that I came to that would be like the best way for me to do it is just get a bunch of prop accounts and trade them by themselves and kind of create like a portfolio of, I have 20 of these. Well, I don't anymore, but I did have 20 PA accounts, and I would just trade them one at a time, maybe one or two trades a day. And I'm trading them with, so it has a $2,500 blowout to it. And I'm doing a $500 lockout per day, which is a 20% that's a 20% drawdown. So my risk of ruin per account is very high, but I'm doing that on purpose because you're not, if this was a personal brokerage, I would obviously want to trade like a normal person. But I don't care if I blow up, one or two or 8 accounts here and there because that's just the cost of doing business. And if I get lucky enough that over the course of a week or two, more of my losses have accumulated in certain accounts than others, then I just get to close the account and those losses vanish from my overall P&L curve for a $95 fee. So that's to me that seems like the best way to be gaming these firms is just have a constant flow of them coming in, and taking that small $95 cut every once in a while, versus any other sort of gaming. But yeah, so that was that picture. And then I spent like in like mid-January, I got probably 30 or so evals. Then I ended up passing 20 of them. And that, like, I didn't track those. I don't even think I recorded them because I was just like sending it. I'm not going to spend a month trying to pass an eval with my rules. I'm just going to fucking send it because it's $19. Yeah, man. But that's how I'm doing it. So I have like right now I have 8 PAs left, and then after today I got another 8, I think. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I got another 8, so I'll have 16 tomorrow. and I'm just trading them about one trade a day. I'm not necessarily aiming to like let each one hit minus $500 a day. I'm still trading them normally once they're at the PA level, but just over time, if I can, as it works out and as it has been working out, some of the accounts are kind of break even for a long time, but as more and more trades accumulate, you know, those accounts that take several losses in a row, they just blow up and they go away. And you know, my overall P&L curve is negative with my 20 PAs, but with the ones that are open, it looks great. And that's obviously not like a realistic way to trade a personal brokerage account. This is not at all how I used to trade like my AMP account, but I'm playing, it's a different game. Like obviously I'm still trading the market and I'm still doing the setups that I used to do, kind of. It's just a different way to game it.
I like it. I mean, I agree with you. I don't want to be in an eval long. You know, not getting paid to be in a freaking eval, but that's good. I know you got some big payouts last year, but I think you had 20 accounts, right? All of them got paid, right?
Yeah, I also had 20 accounts that all got blown. I've done all of it. Yeah, but that was with me being a retard, and now it's a lot more systematic because I've been wanting to game these for so long because they're all competing against each other. It's an unregulated market of a casino, basically. And while it's still around, I want to be able to game them. There's a lot of rules and shit that go into it because I mean that's the thing. Like you can't let the rules that they put in place piss you off because that's what they're there for. Every time Apex used to do this so bad where you would get an account and they wouldn't let you log into it for like the day. Or there would just be rhythmic issues. It just every single small thing that happens is just there to fucking piss you off. Even like literally everything, every single aspect of it. So as long as you can just not let that get to you, and like I don't check my P&L. I don't know what any of my accounts. I mean, I do right now because it's the end of the day, for me. But like when I'm trading, I'll just start at the bottom of my list, do one trade, maybe two, and then I go up, and whatever happened that day happened, and I'm just trying to, I'm staying calm during the trading day, but over time I'm blowing stuff.
I want to game them too. I agree. When you look at what they were doing, like Brian Stonks and
and it's not, because they're all cracking down on these people that are trying to play the prop firms in that way, and they're saying gaming it. So technically, I'm not gaming it. I'm trading each account individually.
Yeah, you're following the rules.
Yeah, and I have built a portfolio of trading accounts, and they are all separate accounts, and I am doing what I am allowed to do. There is no issues in what I'm doing. It's just that over time, I have I think in that picture I sent, there's 12 accounts that blew up. So that's roughly $100 per, so that's $1,200 loss on my end. But it would have been, like 10 grand or something. So I'm okay with that. And the cost of that, the negative flip side is that I can't withdraw most of it. But that's fine.
Yeah, I know somebody that will blow through a lot of accounts, but they build real big buffers. So your 30% gets skewed, but you're going to get a payout. Yep. No, I'm with you, bro. Same thing here. Gaming them is not. I mean, playing by the rules and gaming them is the way to do it. It is. And when I had an AMP account, I didn't even trade this. I traded ZB, which is totally different. But I mean, we could all get together and game them too.
Yeah, they sent an email
Yeah,
out about that.
there's
That's
plenty of money
hilarious.
between the people that are in this room. There's plenty of I have plenty of eval money, guys, but yeah, plenty of eval money to. I mean, they're just casinos. Mhm. You're 100% correct.
Yeah, I mean, even down to like getting your money out. I've never been to a casino, but I always hear that people are, if they win big, they struggle to take their money out, and it's
Mhm.
kind of the same shit here. They
Yep.
always try to find some issue. But yeah, I mean, across my 8 PAs that I still have, I'm up 16,000, and then
Yep.
and that's since February like 3rd or something.
Do you
Um,
buy 25s or 25Ks or 50s?
so I did 50s because the difference was $2 and the PA fee was the same.
Yep, I agree.
Otherwise, I would have done 25, and I always like with Lucid, I did 25, and with
Mhm.
I don't use Top Step. It's only been Lucid. Um, but after I got that, I got $900, $1,000, but it's 900 out of Lucid.
Yep.
Uh, After I got that, I didn't continue trading the account because I don't, they want you to double it every single payout. So you need to make 600% in order to withdraw at the end of 6 weeks, minimum 240%. Uh, that's just too irritating.
Mhm. Well, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Getting
So
stuck in them.
yeah.
Or you
So
put so much, you put so many days into them and then you don't get to it, you know?
yeah.
I
And
agree.
I think I mean, Apex has the same kind of bullshit rule. You can't withdraw under the $2,100
Hmm.
limit for a 50K until
Yep.
many weeks in. But
You got to get the
um,
4,100
yeah,
to get the 2,000. And
but that's okay with the
which,
way that I'm doing it
Mhm.
because I'm just not. Well, I also like the stress is gone because I have a day job, so like I don't have to withdraw from the account to make rent,
Mhm.
um, which is I mean, that's the main thing really. But yeah, I just I plan on keeping these accounts, whatever accounts will last for several months, and
Yeah.
as time goes on, I'm sure I'll keep a couple evals in the background just on standby.
Yep. Take them as far as you can. What do you
Yeah.
need? Every 8 days, $50 on a couple flips in there.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm being
You,
more aggressive off the rip with them because they either get to the threshold or they don't. But then once they do, so like this week, a lot of the accounts are either close to being eligible or they have become eligible. Um, and then after that point, I'm gonna be going a lot more uh, lenient on the accounts. Like
Mhm.
I'm gonna lower my $500 limit to something less. And I'll probably, if I continue trading mornings like I did today, I'll switch to micros. But in afternoon, an NQ is fine.
see, I'm the opposite. I'm doing this for tax purposes. And I don't think a lot of people really understand because they don't have their own businesses and they don't really understand how that part of things works. But as what do you call it, a participant of the trading combine, doesn't matter what it is, and I receive a payout, I'm not receiving a payout that reflects financial trading activity, which comes at a certain tax rate. Okay. They're now starting to pay me for my data, basically, my records, like they're taking the Top Step tilt thingy, or they're using my data to collect more data, right? Like to use the data. That's what they're paying me for. That comes at a different tax rate than being involved in the financial area of taxes.
Isn't it a worse tax rate?
For data collection?
Wait,
No, not here. I'd pay
uh,
upwards of 50% taxes on any, if I was a financial advisor or what have you, I would pay 50% taxes on that. And just as a subcontractor through them, I'd pay 28%, 30%.
I
So
am
just
a
something to think
little
about.
lost on that. So yeah, I want to know more about that because the tax aspect is definitely something that is good to know, obviously. But like, are you in the United States?
No, I'm not in the United
Oh,
States.
okay. Um, so the only understanding I have of it is that like with if you're trading your own personal futures account, it's 60/40 long term, short term. Uh, and then I'm paying whatever, my contractor percentage is going to be. But what are you talking about with data collection?
Well, you're not doing like if I had a business and I traded stocks, my tax bracket that I would be in the financial sector of tax collection, right? If you get a job from somebody, you're just a employee. But if you become self-employed, you have to pay taxes on your income, right? Which is profits from your jobs, right?
Right.
So now this job of being a financial trader has changed from becoming a financial trader to a subcontractor data collector.
Ah,
Do you know what I mean? Does that make
yeah.
more sense? Right? So now I'm not working in the banking sector. I'm not in the financial sector as a self-employed financial sector trader, which up here it's like 50% tax rate at that point, right? I'm trying to become a self-employed data collector, right? So like let's just say I built a code for somebody. That would be under a different tax bracket than if I went and traded stocks.
Right.
Because they understand the yeah, that's what I'm trying to avoid, right? I'm trying to get paid to do the job, but at a lower rate.
So because you're under, because it's contracting, it doesn't really matter that it's that you're doing it with the market. You're just able to say that it's data collection.
Exactly.
Okay,
Exactly.
that's
Yeah,
interesting.
exactly. So it's just in the fine print of the writings of it all.
That's
And where
really
you
interesting.
classify your company, right? So when you start a company, well, it's also you guys would be LLC. You have
Yeah.
to give it a company like the LLC has to have a what do you call it? You can't just do everything you want to do. Like I can't be a firefighter and build houses and work as a nurse and right? Like you have to have a field of interest. Like you can have a couple, but like it's very odd that if you were building houses, that you would also trade stocks, right? Like that's going to cause an audit. They're going to be like, "What the fuck do you do?" Sounds like you're trying to hide and bury money, right? So they want you just to have one. I'd have to look it up. It would be the industry classification, right? And then
It's excuse me, SIC codes,
right?
SIC codes for in the U.S.
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
mining and
SIC
retail
code.
and yeah.
Huh.
So I see what you're doing. You put yourself down as a data collector and your expenses, yeah,
Yep.
because you're
Then my
taxed
tax
differently.
bracket goes down. Exactly.
Yeah, you're taxed differently in Canada. Yep. Here with the
Yeah, see, so
1099.
right here, it's like, so you have to work in agricultural, forestry, or fishing. Are you mining? Are you construction? Are you manufacturing? Are you wholesale trade? Are you retail trade? Are you services? Are you finance, insurance, or real estate? Boom, 6,000 to 6,799. That's the number. And then what is the tax bracket for that? Right? So I'll just look that up, see if I can get it. Because I'm not American, it may not work. Another paste. Let's see. Tax bracket. See, so your average tax rate is 28 to 28.6%, which is different, right? So then if I write that in as Canadian, it actually rates me down as like 50%. So that's what I'm trying to roll back into the lower rate, right? The lower average tax rate than what it is here. So maybe it won't work for Americans. I'm not sure. If that's not if that's not something that you guys can apply, then
I imagine we have some
it's a
form of
loophole.
application of that. Yeah,
Right? That's
I'm
all I'm trying to find is a loophole. That's what I've been actually good at my whole career, is finding loopholes and grants. You should be looking for grants on a daily basis.
yeah, actually there was a
Or your state or wherever, your city even.
yeah, that is a good idea.
It's simple too. You just type it in. It's through your South Carolina grants. Boom. You'll be like, what the fuck? Really? Like there's a grant here that they give you $1,500 just because you signed up. Serious. Because you're part of this township.
I'd move to Canada, but you guys all hate us now.
Yeah, that's right. We do.
I don't blame you. I hate us too.
Oh, our country? I don't know what happened. Sucks. I mean, it's better than most, but
Grants, South Carolina and counties. Right? And it'll go through this whole list. Oh, grants.gov. There you go. It's your national, right? And you got your states. South Carolina block grant. Grant funding for local government, revolving fund.
That's super
Recovery
interesting.
grant.
Yeah, I've never looked into it too much because
You
I've
gotta
never
do
made
some
money
work.
trading.
You gotta fill out the forms. You gotta do the shit. You gotta fit the criteria. It's just like fucking combines.
Yeah.
Just have to follow the rules and do what they want, and you get some. They get what they get out of it by you doing the work, right? They get something. They get your data. Same thing with the government grant. It's the same thing. Government wants your data too.
Yeah, ours just takes it though.
Yeah, so February 24th, close date. So we have to change the filter. Sort by posted date, newest. So, so these are coming up. April 3rd, April 6th, March 19. Smart Reentry Demonstration Program. Fuck, I have no idea. Saying $1 million, so that's probably too much. Here's one here. April 24th, Region 1 Fiscal Year 2025 Wetland Program and Development Grants, 350,000. Like, you're not going to collect on all these big numbers. This is like, that's for like a big corporation doing a wetland study, right? Which you could do. I'm not trying to tell you can't do any of these things. If that's your, you know what I mean? Like if that's your expertise, then that is what it is.
Yeah, that's really interesting. There's a lot of them, and
Yeah.
that's
Oh
definitely
yeah, there's 1,600 opportunities I'm looking at right now at grants.gov.
Yeah, I just pulled it up too. Yeah, that's something I need to get into more, and it's interesting to me, but I've never made enough from trading to worry about it until this year.
Strengthening May 20th. Strengthening community colleges training grants. See, you could maybe be an airplane like this. You could give airline like what do you call it, like instructional. See, this is a different format than I'm used to, so I'd have to like crack all these open and see if they're any good. But anyway, there's a lot of stuff out there. And I just work in my industry, right? Typically when I do these things, right? Here's one here. Maybe not. I don't know. This would be for like Native Americans, it looks like. It's saying you can get a government grant if you're a Native American to be trained in some biomedical, behavioral, and clinical research needs. Right? Shit like that. And it's actually for your improvement, right? So they're going to pay you to go and take this course, basically. And that's what it is. Kind of stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to spend some time and go through that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's just not, it's something I've never gotten into enough.
Well, it looks like Greg Short was wrong. Fuck.
It blasted.
Feed yourself, man. Feed yourself.
It blasted.
I do have to go.
All right, buddy.
But I will leave you guys with this little tasty little tidbit, okay? So, what do you call it? President Trump is going to do a State of the Union speech today, okay? But here's the caveat. It's at 9 p.m. Okay, so the Shanghai and the Hong Kong markets will be open for 30 minutes at that point. Washington released today, the U.S. Customs and Border Protection Agency said it will halt collections on tariff imposed under the International Emergency Economic Powers Act at 12:01 a.m. Eastern Tuesday. So that's midnight, 1 minute after midnight. So he's going to come out at 9 o'clock, but he's not, right? Because he's always late. They're always late. So maybe 9:30, 10 o'clock. Asian markets are wide open at that point. No tariffs, or no more collections of tariffs at 12 midnight, right? And also there was the, where did it go? Right here, continuing the suspension. They're continuing the suspension of duty-free de minimis treatments for all countries. De minimis treatments, duty-free de minimis is the lowest of the duty-free. So like say you mail something and it's less than $800, there would be no duty on that. So now that is still being suspended, so there will be no imports coming in to US of any value that will have like any free duty, right? So something that's going to happen tonight in the after hours, it's going to be spicy.
Okay. Well,
that long story short.
No, I love it. Thank you for telling me, because I'll actually stream, and I'll try to one lot it or something.
I don't know. It might be extremely spicy.
Yeah, it could be crazy. I agree. Yep.
So we'll see what today brings, because they're going to want to, who knows, tear everything back.
Yeah.
But one of the guys that I learned kind of a bunch of stuff from, he said they're just, each session is trying to screw the other session.
Interesting.
So the Asians don't like U.S. people. Europeans don't like U.S. people either. European people don't like Asian people. Or traders, sorry, not people. I'm making that sound racist. It's European traders don't like Asian traders. They always try to counter them. You ever notice that? When you see the London session will open at 3 in the morning, what is that? It boom, takes back all of Asia. Same thing, right? Same idea. They're always going to kill each other. Something might happen. Like either Asia's going to rip it down huge, right? And then when London comes in, they're going to rip it all the way back up. And then so this would be Wednesday morning, US Open, they're going to rip it down to wipe out all the Europeans. And then they're going to rip it all the way back up. and we'll get to a new high or some shit. But that's my prediction.
All right, brother.
I doubt it, but I don't know. Anyway, okay. Talk to you later.
Yep. Have a good one, bro. Yeah, it's just kind of pinned at the top here. So, and after forlotting to try to get this thing out of the dumpster, I'm trying to be a little more patient. But yeah, it's pinned up here. What time is it? 12:17. Yeah, just drifting. Let's see. Probably get a defense here on the 50s on the NQ. There it is. Taking out the size. ES coming down with it a little bit. So, and the NQ almost at the prior day high, coming back through for the second time. Didn't lift up. I went with it, but I don't know. I need ES to help me. Not getting enough acceleration in the NQ. It stalled my entry. Just fighting at that 50, which is a tough spot to be. Fucking thing. You just got to jump around. Looking for more ES acceleration out of there to get to the new high. I somewhat have the ES working, but I don't have the NQ working. So now that I have the NQ working, I'll just follow it. Too tight, right? Still too tight. Yeah, not enough. Not enough. Yeah, get some rest, bro. It's always good to have you here. Thanks for listening to me in the prop spot. Appreciate it. It's never easy. These all in long. Anytime it's not rotational, it's tough. Because now ES is very grindy top. Very grinding into the top here. And I need another $222 to pass this dumb thing. And I almost blew it. I think at one point, I think I was probably down. I can tell you what it was down. It was Equity Valley. That was much because I was up a lot. Actually, it was down $1,300 and at one point from being up almost 600. Significantly better trading the ES on the inside. And they're the ES is just 3 ticks away from the high again, or 4 ticks. Well, about a 4 tick hit to the downside in ES. Size did it too. 25, 50 contracts. But I think it's just going to hold firm here and try to push higher. ES traded a new high at 0625. It did like 53 contracts and they walked back about 4 ticks. Oh man. Jesus. Slow the fuck down. What's up here at 25 100? Yeah, everybody. Like slow motion. ES volume is boom 844,000, and the micro NQ is 1.3, almost 1.4 million. That includes the overnight. Eventually, these drifts down and lifts and drift. They're going to get tired. You also have an unusual event in the. Give us. I don't know if it's going to stick out or not. Let's see. So you have a lower high being made in the NQ, not by much. So you can't put a lot of weight into it. And the ES made